Hello, YouTube. This is Free from the Trap Ministry. I'm on here to share about in hip hop. Rappers are scared to be who Jesus Christ wants them to be. They hide behind the money, they hide behind the fame, they hide behind all this image that they put out. In hip hop, rappers are afraid to be who God wants them to be. Okay? They too busy trying to please people and trying to please themselves. They're afraid to be who God want them to be. And Jesus Christ didn't give us a spirit of fear. He gave us a spirit of love, power, and a sound mind. For God did not give us a spirit of timidity or cowardice or fear, but he gave us a spirit of love, power, and a sound mind. The artists in the hip hop music industry are afraid to be who God wants them to be. They hide behind the money, they hide behind the fame, they hide behind the image that they're portraying. They're afraid to be who God wants them to be, to let go of all that. So they're trying to live to please themselves and live to please the public. That gets old. So they hide behind the money, the fame, the cars, the women, the jewelry, and this image that they put out there. This fake image that they put out there. They're afraid to be who God wants them to be. Because they're too busy trying to be a rap star or be famous. And Jesus Christ said in Jeremiah 29:11 that he got plans for them. But they don't want to be who God wants them to be, because then nobody's going to worship them. They're not going to get a lot of money, cars, clothes, and women. But that stuff is temporary. The Amplified Bible, Jeremiah 29:11.
According to Twitter, Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11 Amplified.
God's plans are better than chasing rap dreams and chasing money, cars, clothes, and women. That's empty. That's not what God put us here. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans and thoughts that I have for you, saith the Lord. Plans for peace and well-being, not for disaster, but to give you a future and a hope. God's plans are better. His ways are better. But the rappers, the women in hip hop and the men in hip hop, they're afraid to be who God wants them to be. They're afraid to let go of that image this name that they have made up for themselves. They're afraid to let that go. They're afraid to let that go. So in hip hop, rappers hide behind the money, the fame, the roughness. They hide behind all that. They don't want to be the person that Jesus Christ created them to be. He has given them a gift to represent him, but they don't want to do that. And when you try to follow your own plans, what you want to do, it don't work out too well. Chasing selfish gain. God's plans are better. His ways are better. Jeremiah 29:11. I know the thoughts I have for you, said the Lord. Plans for peace, well-being, and not for disaster, but to give you a future and a hope. So God's ways are better. But he said, choose this day who you're going to serve. Chasing rap dreams and being famous and being popular, that's empty. That's temporary. That's temporary. Jesus Christ's way is better. He said he made us in his image. Genesis 1:26. We were made in God's image to represent him. But when you represent self and represent selfish gain, that's empty. That's empty. Jesus Christ gave people a gift to represent him, not represent self. But in the hip hop rap game, they hide behind the money, they hide behind the money, they hide behind the fame, and they're afraid to be who God wants them to be. In this world today, people are afraid to be who God wants them to be. They're too busy trying to be what the world wants them to be or what they done came up with. Jesus Christ did not give us a spirit of fear. The spirit of fear do not come from Christ. It comes from the world. He gave us a spirit of love, power, and a sound mind. So many men and women are trying to be what the world wants them to be, trying to chase selfish gain. It's all empty. Jesus has a plan for each person on this earth. He's knocking at the door of their heart. You got to choose this day who you're going to serve. Because what the world got going on is empty. It's empty. But Jesus Christ has a plan. He has a plan for each person in this world. But you have to choose who you're going to serve. Choose this day who you're going to serve. He's knocking at the door of your heart. And that's Jeremiah 29:11. Bye bye.